This is SoCal Talk. What's going on, Internet? This is another episode of SoCal Talk. And I've been thinking about this all day long, and this question just popped into my head, right? And I figure it will make a good topic to talk about. The topic I want to talk about is how, especially living in California, how reliable California voters are. By my estimation, by my um, point of view, I think that California voters are the least unreliable voters out there. They are. They are. They're unreliable voters. You just can't depend on them to come vote at all. I wish I was wrong. Maybe I'm wrong on the conservative aspect because conservative always turned out when it comes to vote. But when it comes to in the general aspect, as if you want something to pass, like a legislative, a proposition, or something like that, or maybe an elected official, they never sway to the right direction at all. Right? For example, Gavin Newsom. There you go. That's one example why you can't rely on California voters. You can't rely on California voters to make the right decision. You can't rely on them to show up when we need them to show up, especially within the last election, right? The last gubernatorial election, right? We thought we want a conservative to be in office because we have the last 4 years, 5 or 6 or 8 years, whatever, of Jerry Brown, right? And we figured that the conservative would turn up and vote for the front runner back then was John Cox, he's running again, which I don't think he have any shot of winning again. All right, but it was John Cox, and we thought we were hope it would be him instead of Gavin Newsom, but it didn't. It turned out to be Gavin Newsom. That's one disappointment. We thought we could rely on the California voters. Another example, right? This is how stupid California voters are, and I mean not everyone, but or the majority of them. Okay, the prior election, right before the gubernatorial election, I guess the midterm or something like that, we had this ballot to eliminate gas taxes, right? You would figure people would want to eliminate gas taxes, right? That was one of the proposition, the plan, right? Because Jerry Brown implemented gas taxes, right, and people wasn't happy, so we there was a proposition out there to eliminate the gas taxes, and you would think California would vote against the gas tax. They don't want it, right? What happened? They kept the gas tax, so we still have the gas tax. So they want the gas tax. Why would you want a gas tax? Why you want to be taxed? That's how dumb some California voters are. All right, I'm not gonna go as far as say all of them, but some of them are. Vote for a gas tax? Are you seriously? Are you serious? Who would want to vote to be taxed more? I don't understand that. You vote to be taxed more. You're voting against your own interests, basically. California, you can always do. Here's one thing: California, you can always depend on them to vote. You can always depend on them to vote against their own interests. Okay, I don't understand it. It's like you think this is logic to vote for something that repeal a gas tax, right? But no, it passes. I was shocked. I was like, this for sure gonna pass, right? I mean, we're gonna limit this gas tax. And what happened on election night? It passed. I mean, we kept the gas tax, right? And another one, right? This to show you how stupid and they keep falling for the same trick by the politician, right? The politician, for example, they have the bullet train. The bullet train bill, right? They believe the politician will deliver. Oh, we can deliver this. We want a train from Los Angeles to San Francisco. It will be a fast commute from Los Angeles to San Francisco. You want to take a plane. You won't have to drive there. Yeah. They put all these sugarcoat all these stuff, right, for this plan to build a bullet train to San Francisco, not knowing that when they voted for it, right? Not knowing that when they vote for it, it's still not. I mean, they didn't factor in all the legality of it. How are this bullet train going to be built? Where it's going to be built? Whose land is going to be built on? Because when they assess the matter, the bullet train is gonna be built on private land, and they have to go through all this legality. Like, what, you can go steal farmers' land by what, eminent domain, wasting more money, right? Offer this farmer more money, at this point the state was already broke. We don't have any money, right? The state was in a deficit, and they voted for a bullet train. These how unaware California voters are. So disconnected. They're so delusional of what to vote for. This is why I can't say I can't rely on California voters. We want. For instance, this coming election, right? The recall election. We want Larry Elders, right? But I'm not sure I'm confident enough to depend on the California voters to turn out to vote for Larry Elders. I can't say I'm very confident because of the track records of California voting for the wrong idea. You know? Voting for the wrong thing at all. I mean, those are the stuff I mentioned. Those are some of the few I could name on the top of my head. But I'm sure there's more out there, some more ridiculous thing that they voted for. Okay, that's ridiculous. And they think, and then if the government were to give them this idea of unlimited wealth, they probably vote for that too, and welfare, right? But let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of the type of California voters are. Right, we're predominantly a liberal state, right? The California voters would actually vote to give up their freedom for security, right? They would actually do that. They're welcoming for this mandate that's coming out right now that Biden just imposed on this unconstitutional mandate that everybody should get, the Jim Jones, right? The governor is not looking out for the California best interests, right? Newsom is there to please Biden. That's what it is. He's not looking out for your best interest, California. And you know what? You know what the California voters gonna do? They're probably gonna vote for him again. I'm telling you. Newsom probably win again. I'm telling you. All right. California voters would actually trade in their freedom for security. Okay. They probably trade in their freedom for protect them to protect them from the C-19 right now. Not realizing with freedom you can protect yourself. You don't need the government protection. All right? You do not need government protection. With freedom, you can protect yourself. Now you trade on your freedom. That means you're losing freedom and you're losing security at the same time. Right? And you're losing your rights. So it's a lose-lose. If you can trade on your rights for security, it's a lose-lose situation. All right? These are how unaware California voters are right now. Right? So, in essence, yeah, you can't depend on California voters. All right? In order to beat Gavin Newsom, we need a large turnout. I really hope, because California voters are very liberal, and most of them are not most of them, but yeah, I guess most of the people. This is what I hope. I hope Gavin Newsom prior voters, the stoners, don't turn out. All right, I hope his young constituents don't turn out, because you know how young people are. They usually forget what day it is. They usually don't turn out. I just really hope, right? I hope those key demographic that Gavin Newsom depend on, the college kids, right? The 18 to whatever age it is, don't turn out because of their lack of enthusiasm. Their mindset is like, oh, Gavin Newsom gonna win. I probably won't turn out. All right, I don't need to vote. Gavin Newsom will win. All right, I hope they have that kind of mindset. So in that case, they won't turn out, and Larry Elders get elected. I really hope that happens. Gavin Newsom base don't turn out because they have this pride. Their hubris will get to them. I hope their hubris will get to them, thinking that they don't need to turn out votes because Gavin Newsom gonna win regardless. I hope that works, man. Because that's the only way I would see that Larry Elder would win. That's the only way I would see it. And when it comes to all the other candidates, I don't see any reason why they would win. John Cox, he already lost a lot of respect from people. Bruce Jenner, he's distancing himself from conservative and the liberal. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Bruce Jenner gonna win. He's dissing. He's he has two sides of the party hating on him already. All right, so I don't think Bruce Jenner is gonna win. And yeah, so that's the way I would see Larry Elder would win if Gavin Newsom demographic doesn't turn out. But all in sense, when everybody turned out, I really still don't depend California voters because they're very undependable. All right, it really disappointed me when the gas tax didn't get repealed. And why would you? I'm guessing the California voters would vote to raise their tax as well. Like, who would do that? Why would you raise your taxes? They're the type of they're see California voters. They're followers. They're followers. They're like California politics is like the type of politics you have in high school. It's like a popularity contest. That's what I think. California politics is like a popularity contest where everybody vote on the popular candidate, right? It's all high school again, and not what he delivered to the school, but because of his status, of his popularity. That's what California is. It's like high school politics. It's really like high school politics. You know, only the popular kids get to be elected in the student council body. All the other kids like they're into themselves. All right, it's really like high school politics. That's why I identified California politics like it's really like that. It's very corrupt in a way, right? But I digress on that. But when it comes to California voters, man, I just can't depend on them. I really can't. And I find it hard to have the enthusiasm to go vote right now because, it's like, why even bother at the moment? I mean, I try to participate in my civil duty by voting here and there, but I'm finding hard to have enthusiasm for the type of candidate I have, and plus, I already know what's gonna happen. Probably I already guessed what's gonna happen. I don't need to play this make believe and give my hopes up for nothing. But in that sense, man, yeah, California voters, they're really undependable. You can't really rely on them that much. They're like that. They're like that friend of yours, that stoner friend of yours that sleep on the couch. You ask them to do one task while you're at work, and you come home and it's still haven't done. It's like that one kid that you have. You tell them to wash the dishes. You come home from work, and the dishes is still not washed. But yeah, I don't know how can explain it. It's really depressing, the type of voter we have, you know. And I'm pretty sure the only young crowd is basically the brainwashed, um, um, what's that? Activist student. They probably show up for Newsom, which I really hope they don't. I really hope their lethargy get to them. I hope they become lazy and just sleep on the couch, passed out. Got too high, just forgot that September 14th is the day to vote. That's where I really hope Gavin Newsom demographics are like that. You know, and not only that, I really hope because he probably have a lot of illegal voters as well, right? And I really hope they forget what day it was. But let's see. Let's see. Let me know what you think, right? If you like the video, please like. If you dislike the video, please dislike. Let me know what your comment, what your input on the video. And if you want more of this video, please subscribe. On that note, guys, thank you for listening to me. This is the SoCal Talk. Peace.